In 2025, Lionel Messi is no longer just a football legend. He is a global luxury empire. A man who earns tens of millions of dollars every single year owns a full-floor luxury condo in Miami worth over 7 million USD, flies on a private jet customized with his iconic number 10, and spends his summers in places where a single week can cost more than most people earn in a lifetime. But here's the real question. How does a boy who once couldn't afford medical treatment grow into a man who can buy privacy, time, and an entire skyline? Behind the trophies and the quiet smile lies a life of extreme wealth, discipline, and carefully chosen excess. And today, that life is about to be revealed. Lionel Andres Messi was born in 1987 in Rosario, Argentina, a working-class city where dreams were often bigger than opportunities. His father worked in a steel factory, his mother cleaned houses, and football was not a luxury. It was an escape. From the moment Messi touched a ball, it was clear that something was different. Smaller than every other child on the pitch, he moved with a balance and intuition that seemed almost unnatural. At the age of 10, reality hit hard. Messi was diagnosed with a growth hormone deficiency, a condition that required expensive treatment his family simply could not afford. The dream nearly ended before it truly began. Local clubs hesitated. Sponsors stayed silent. Talent alone was not enough. Then came the moment that changed everything. FC Barcelona saw what others missed. The club agreed to cover his medical treatment and brought him to La Masia, thousands of kilometers away from home. At just 13 years old, Messi left Argentina, his family, and everything familiar, carrying pressure no child should bear. Life in Spain was lonely. He barely spoke, avoided attention, and spent hours perfecting his craft. While others chased fame, Messi chased precision. Training was routine, discipline was absolute, and improvement was non-negotiable. This quiet determination forged the foundation of his future empire. The same boy who learned to survive far from home would later learn how to manage fame, wealth, and excess with the same restraint. Long before the mansions and private jets, Messi mastered something far more valuable: control. Lionel Messi's rise from a quiet academy prospect to one of the most decorated athletes in history is not just a sporting fairy tale. It is the foundation of his immense wealth. Over 2 decades at the highest level, Messi transformed talent into dominance, and dominance into an economic force few athletes have ever matched. On the pitch, his achievements are historic. 8 Ballon d'Or titles, multiple Champions League trophies, domestic league crowns in Spain and France, and finally the moment that completed his legacy, winning the FIFA World Cup with Argentina in 2022. Each trophy did more than add silverware. It increased his global value, his marketability, and his leverage. Financially, Messi's income is divided into 2 powerful streams. The first is his salary as a footballer. At FC Barcelona, he signed contracts that repeatedly broke records, once earning over 70 million USD per year before bonuses. After a brief chapter at Paris Saint-Germain, his move to Inter Miami and Major League Soccer marked a strategic shift. While his base salary was lower than in Europe, the deal included revenue-sharing agreements with Apple and Adidas, a rare structure that turned Messi into a stakeholder in the league's growth, not just a player. The second stream is even larger: endorsements and image rights. Brands pay Messi not for noise, but for trust. His long-term partnership with Adidas alone has generated tens of millions annually, complemented by deals with global giants such as Pepsi, Gatorade, Lay's, and EA Sports. The result is staggering. In peak years, Messi has earned over 120 million USD annually, placing him consistently among the world's highest-paid athletes. Yet unlike many stars, his wealth grew quietly, structured, diversified, and designed for longevity rather than headlines. Unlike many superstars who turn their wealth into spectacle, Lionel Messi builds his real estate empire with privacy, security, and long-term value in mind. Each property he owns is less about showing status and more about controlling space in a world where privacy is priceless. For years, Messi's European base was located in Castelldefels, a quiet coastal town just outside Barcelona. His villa there sits on an elevated position overlooking the Mediterranean, far from tourist crowds and paparazzi lenses. The property reportedly includes a private gym, swimming pool, football pitch, cinema room, and extensive security systems. From the outside, it looks understated. Inside, it reflects Messi's philosophy: comfort over excess, function over flash. This house was not just a home, it was the command center of his most dominant years at Barcelona. But the most symbolic shift in Messi's real estate strategy came with his move to the United States. In Miami, a city built on luxury and vertical living, Messi purchased a full-floor condominium valued at over 7 million USD. Unlike a standard luxury apartment, a full-floor residence offers complete privacy, no shared hallways, no neighbors above or below. Floor-to-ceiling glass reveals the Atlantic Ocean and Biscayne Bay, while private elevators allow discreet access. In a city where attention is currency, Messi paid a premium to escape it. Before that, he had already invested in another Miami property, a unit in the iconic Porsche Design Tower, famous for its revolutionary car elevator that allows residents to park their supercars directly inside their apartment. Even here, Messi's choice was strategic: real estate that combines innovation, exclusivity, and future resale value. Back in Argentina, Messi owns what many call his emotional anchor, a massive estate near Rosario, often referred to as the Fortress. Designed with high walls and advanced security, the property includes a cinema, spa area, gym, underground garage, and large green spaces for family life. This is not a holiday home. It is a retreat, a place built for roots, not headlines. Taken together, Messi's real estate portfolio is worth tens of millions of dollars. But more importantly, it reveals a pattern. He does not buy houses to impress the world. He buys them to control his environment. For a man who spent his life under a microscope, owning silence may be his greatest luxury. For Lionel Messi, luxury is not about excess movement. It is about efficiency, control, and comfort. His approach to transport and travel reflects the same discipline that defined his football career. Every choice serves a purpose. At the center of this lifestyle is his private jet, a customized Gulfstream often identified by the number 10 on its tail. A subtle personal signature rather than a loud statement. The aircraft allows Messi to bypass commercial travel entirely, saving time, avoiding crowds, and maintaining strict privacy. Inside, the jet is configured for long-haul comfort, with leather seating, sleeping space, and a quiet cabin environment, essential for an athlete whose body is his most valuable asset. For Messi, flying private is not a symbol of ego. It is a tool that protects routine and recovery. On the ground, Messi is known for a low-profile but elite automotive taste. Over the years, reports have linked him to high-end performance and luxury vehicles from brands such as Audi, Range Rover, Porsche, and Ferrari. Unlike collectors who rotate cars for attention, Messi's reported choices favor reliability, comfort, and understated power. These are vehicles meant to be driven, not displayed. When it comes to the sea, Messi's relationship with luxury becomes even more discreet. He has been frequently photographed aboard multi-million euro yachts, often chartered rather than owned outright. These floating sanctuaries offer what no hotel can provide: absolute privacy, open horizons, and total separation from public life. Mediterranean summers often unfold around destinations like Ibiza, Mykonos, Formentera, and the Balearic Islands, where a single week aboard a luxury yacht can cost tens of thousands of euros, a price Messi pays for peace rather than spectacle. His travel rhythm is carefully chosen: Miami during the season, Europe in the summer, Argentina when family calls. The destinations are luxurious, but the pattern is controlled. No chaos, no randomness. In a world where wealth often leads to excess, Messi's lifestyle moves in the opposite direction. He spends not to escape reality, but to simplify it. Planes, cars, and yachts are not trophies in his world. They are shields, protecting time, energy, and the quiet focus that built his empire in the first place. Beyond football, Lionel Messi is one of the most trusted personal brands on the planet. Unlike celebrities who chase visibility, Messi's value lies in credibility. Brands associate him with consistency, humility, and excellence, qualities that translate directly into long-term commercial power. At the center of this ecosystem stands Adidas. Since 2017, Messi has held a lifetime partnership with the German sportswear giant, placing him in the same elite category as icons like Michael Jordan. This relationship is not just about boots or shirts, it is about identity. Adidas builds entire product lines, global campaigns, and youth initiatives around Messi's image. Additional partnerships with Pepsi, Gatorade, Lay's, EA Sports, and Hard Rock International reinforce his presence across some sport, entertainment, and lifestyle sectors. Each deal is carefully selected. No oversaturation, no brand dilution. Messi has also entered the world of equity and ownership. His stake in Inter Miami, combined with revenue participation from Apple's MLS broadcasting deal, positions him not just as a player, but as a long-term investor in American football culture. In Messi's world, money is not chased, it is structured. Every endorsement and investment is designed to last long after the final whistle. Behind the private jets, oceanfront condos, and global brand deals, Lionel Messi's life is anchored by something far less visible: responsibility. For more than a decade, he has used his influence to support causes that reflect his own journey: health, education, and children who start life with disadvantages. Through the Leo Messi Foundation, he has funded medical treatment for children with serious illnesses, supported hospitals in Argentina and Spain, and invested in educational and sports projects across multiple continents. His role as a UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador further reinforces this commitment. Unlike performative charity, Messi's involvement is consistent and long-term, often carried out without press conferences or spectacle. At home, his world is deliberately small. Messi is a devoted husband to Antonella Ricuzzo, his childhood sweetheart, and a hands-on father to their children. Family dinners, school runs, and quiet moments replace nightlife and headlines. Social media glimpses show not excess, but normality: birthdays, vacations, laughter. This contrast defines Messi more than any trophy. The same man who can command millions chooses a life of emotional stability over chaos. In doing so, he proves that true luxury is not found in possessions, but in peace. Lionel Messi's life of luxury is not built on noise, controversy, or reckless display. It is built on discipline, precision, and control. From a childhood marked by uncertainty to a present defined by private jets, oceanfront homes, and global influence, his journey proves that true wealth is earned long before it is spent. Messi shows us a different version of success, one where excess is optional, privacy is priceless, and responsibility matters as much as trophies. So here's the final question. If you had everything, what kind of life would you choose to live? If you enjoyed this deep dive, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share your thoughts in the comments below.